in our studio, joining me and Rob, we have our...
Are you kidding me? We have our Creative of the Week, Carlton Ward, who is a photographer and a very, very, very impressive photographer, by the way. Carlton.
That is yours.
Happy Creative of the Day. Creative of the Week Day.
Thank you very much.
Or you can actually be creative on the weekends, too. I didn't mean to segregate it only to the weekday.
Well, tell us, Carlton, a little bit about like who you are. And, do you just focus on your photography on conservation, or is it everything and you just really like conservation?
Well, I'm a photojournalist and an ecologist by background, but
oh, wonderful.
In the essential focus of my work, I'm a conservation photographer. So that means I spend my energy selecting projects where I can use photography to shed light on conservation and environmental stewardship issues. Did a lot of that in Africa when I started out my career. I worked with the Smithsonian and we documented biodiversity.
Wow, you worked with the Smithsonian? That's impressive.
It was a great experience. Spent 3 years working with them and 7 or 8 expeditions to Africa and produced this book, The Edge of Africa.
Are all those photographs yours in there?
Mm-hmm.
That is impressive. That's very, very impressive.
So this got me started, and it also helped build a philosophy of trying to combine journalism with science. I
see some of your photos. Those are great.
Yeah, they're going to
here are some from the Africa work.
Now, did you grow up in the Bay Area, or did you end up here?
I grew up in Clearwater.
Mm-hmm.
I am an 8th-generation Floridian, coming from a pioneer ranching family, which sets up my affinity to my current work, trying to document the vanishing landscapes of Florida's interior.
What is LINC?
LINC is a nonprofit I started about 3 years ago. It stands for the Legacy Institute for Nature and Culture. And our mission is to use photography and journalism to connect people to natural heritage issues. We have a situation going on throughout the Western world, in Florida in particular, where the urban knowledge,
development,
the urban knowledge and the urban perceptions are quite removed from the rural realities. And we have going on in Florida right now 200,000 acres of natural land being turned
being turned over to real estate,
being turned into development each year. That's the size of Pinellas County.
Wow.
For a comparison.
Oh wow!
And right now, things I'd like people to know about Florida, we still have 1/5 of our state, nearly 20% in cattle ranching. And we have 5 of the top 10 beef producing ranches in America. And in addition to that, we have the longest history of ranching in the United States because the Spanish brought cattle here in the 1500s. So people all over the world,
I didn't know that. I would think it was Texas, but
newcomers to Florida and people who have been here a long time alike, they see Florida as Disney World and Miami Beach.
Right.
But really, we have this amazing central heritage in the ranch lands that are also home to panthers and black bears and lots of endangered species. And that's the purpose of this calendar we produced this year, The Heart of Florida, with the Florida Cattlemen's Association.
Now, with your calendar, do some of the profits go to help
LINC
this foundation, or does it all 100% go to it? I mean, what is your...
All of the profits go to the LINC Foundation and to the Florida Cattlemen's Foundation.
That's wonderful. And what kind of stuff have you inspired through that organization to the other organizations that you're helping support?
Well, I think the biggest accomplishment of this calendar is that the Cattlemen's Association has really gotten behind a pro-environmental message.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And they're recognizing that without the ranch land that they are stewards of, they will not exist.
Right.
It's kind of the last Indians on the reservation.
Right.
And they've been watching over this land and taking care of this land for 100, 150 years. And it's shaped them, and now they're realizing if they want to give their children and grandchildren the option to be working on the land, they've got to work with the environmentalists and everyone else who can help put this land aside.
What now there's some diversity because I don't think people do realize what kind of environment that we do have in the state of Florida. Like you said, it's Disney and it's South Beach.
And it's beaches,
but we have an incredible amount of wildlife. We have an incredible amount of forest, plains, lakes, rivers, and stuff. What is your favorite? I mean, like, standing in the mud in Chuggalusky, Florida, or standing in the middle of a ranch in Ocala? What feeds you the most?
I like it all.
All of it.
I knew that was going to be the answer, but there's got to be something that you really like.
One of the most classic landscapes to me is a longleaf pine savanna, probably because it's one of the most endangered. It used to cover some 70% of the southeastern United States, but it was hit really hard for logging and for timber. When William Bartram, a plant explorer from the Northeast, came to Florida in the 1850s, he described areas where you could see for 1 or 2 miles beneath a huge canopy of grand pine trees,
Oh man.
kind of like small redwoods.
Yeah, and looking through it like that,
Mhm.
that's amazing.
How can people get this calendar if they want to get it?
The best way is to go to upf.com. That's the University Press of Florida, and it can be ordered there.
And your book as well, if they want to purchase that.
My book is out of print, but you can find them on Amazon.com
.com.
occasionally. It's titled The Edge of Africa.
What's next for you? What's your next journey that you might be embarking on?
Well, next week I'm going to spend another week on a cattle ranch. I'm working. It's a huge project, bigger than I thought from the beginning. I'm working to produce a book by that same title
Mm-hmm.
for 2008.
And do you have contact information if people want to get a hold of you or in touch with you?
Yes, please. My website is www.carltonward.com.
That's easy.
And there's a list of upcoming events, such as an exhibit at the Hoffman Portraits Gallery in Ybor City in April. And I'm also going to be doing a slideshow at the Tampa Theater, tentatively scheduled for April 10th.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Wow.
And also, you're also interested in doing public art as well. So, if there's anybody out there that wants to discuss that with you, and
I'm interested in anything I can do to help
Bring awareness.
bring a greater consciousness for what's going on in natural Florida.
I think that's
wonderful.
wonderful that you're doing that, and it's such a great passion that you have inside for just the state of Florida. So hats off to you, and congratulations on being our Creative of the Week.
Thank you
Enjoy.
very much.
I wanted to
I'll
see
enjoy-
that in one of your pictures soon.
yes, sitting on a bale of hay somewhere on a ranch.
We
Can I
are
have this calendar?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
thank you
please.
very much.
We
Will you
are
sign it
g-
for me?
Happy to.
All
Here you
right.
go. We are